Welcome back. I am just getting started making some breakfast sandwiches. I'm going to make 3 different kinds of handheld sandwiches today using that delicious dough that we made recently with the Greek yogurt. It was so quick and easy. We didn't have to wait for it to rise, so I figured let's use that dough again. And I already got out some of the sausages that we made up. These are the ones that are in this shape, so I'm going to use those. And I'm going to start by getting some eggs cooked up. You guys, you know we did those pizzas for the freezer meals, and they're not in the freezer. We ended up eating all of those pizza handheld pies before they got to the freezer, so we need to restock. But I'm curious to know, I have this on P3 for the heat, and I can't tell how hot that is. I just know it's level 3. So before I put the eggs on it, I actually want to test the temperature. And I want to thank Eric Hill for sending me this thermometer to test. This video is not sponsored, but this was sent to me for free to try it, so thank you to them. I was able to get a 16% discount for you on their website, which I will have linked below. The code is Carrie29. So we already have the batteries in here. My husband did that the other day, and so let's see, what kind of batteries does it take? I didn't even look. Woo! AAAs. 2 AAA batteries. All right, so this is my first time actually looking at this. This is pretty cool. We've got this looks like just a room temperature. We have the meat probe here that you can use, which we will use to test the dough to make sure that the dough is cooked all the way, since we're using this flat top. And then the cool thing about this thermometer that I was really excited about is that it has a laser pointer. So this is at 360 degrees. That tells me that's not what I want. I'm gonna move these down too because I wanna be around 300 degrees for cooking the eggs. That is so cool. This is going to be game changing for when I make chocolate, if I'm using chocolate that can bloom, because then I won't have the chocolate bloom. So if you want one of these, I will leave that link below. Thank you to them for sending this to me, and let's get these eggs cooked up. If you're wondering, it is 74.3 degrees over here, which makes sense since I'm standing right by this heat. We keep our house at 71, so that's pretty cool. Okay, 293 right now, so I think that might be a little bit lower than I would like, but let's try it. Let's get these eggs cooking. Now I think I need 16, because I have 16 little sausages. But I think I can only do 8 at a time. Okay, I was able to get 10. They're all kind of stuck together, but that's fine. I was gonna cut them apart into squares anyways. I'm going to go through and break these yolks, which I love a runny yolk, but in this case, it's just not the best option. And then I'm going to also add a little bit of salt and pepper, and then while these are cooking, we can make our dough. I'm just remembering that this calls for grams, so I'm gonna get this off of here, and we need to weigh out some grams. So I haven't even told you what I'm gonna make. I plan on making a hamburger one or sloppy joes. I haven't figured out yet. More pizza ones, and then the breakfast ones. I'm going to double the recipe for the breakfast ones, and then I think I'm also going to need to double the recipe for the other 2, but I'm not gonna do 16 of each. I'm just gonna do 8 and 8. So we need 800 grams of flour, and I'm using bread flour just because I feel like, why not? I have it, I need to use it. Oop, 807? 800, okay. So 4 teaspoons. Peek over at my eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 820 grams of yogurt. Oh no. Well, we'll see how much approximately that was. So that was probably 60. This is probably around 100. So we're gonna go, dang. So maybe another 310 more. It reset the amount, and it had the weight of the bowl, and I don't know the weight of the bowl. Wait, when I said 300. Okay, we'll do 300, then we need to do 410 to double the recipe. Oh my goodness. Okay, Gonna tear it. We're going exactly 410. Okay, 416 is fine. Get this on here. Oh, okay. And let's get it mixing. Okay, I turned this up a little bit because I think it continued to cool down. So let's see if these are ready for me to flip them. I'll at least get them separated out first. Okay. I also got out some Velveeta cheese. This is my favorite kind of cheese on this kind of a sandwich. So I'm going to get these unwrapped while these finish cooking. And then once I have all the eggs done, then we will assemble. Okay, I'm going to get these off. Whoa. And just set over here, and then we need to get going on a few more. I think it was 6 more. Ooh, well, okay. Oh, yeah, good. Okay, 294.9. Well, we need 7 now that one went on the floor. No. Okay, our eggs are done. I'm going to tip out our dough, and we should be able to make 16 with this. So maybe I'll do half and half. Okay, so this should be 8. I did sanitize my counter before starting this. I'm just wondering if I need some flour down or if it'll be good. Oh, we'll try that. I did decide to go with just a half a piece of cheese. And we'll use a little egg. There we go. I think I want to do all 8 of these before sticking them on. Is that what I want to do? So that they're all cooking at the same time? And I'm planning on making the breakfast ones like this shaped. All right, I am going to get these face down. Let's see which way. You know, I might have been able to fit more than 8 on here. So I'm going to get the lid on as well. Oh, I could have 10 again, of course. I'm going to put the lid on because I want to make sure that these, oh, I made them a little bigger than last time, that they cook all the way through. And then I'm going to get started on the second batch. While those are going, I will need to flip them. Oops. I think I'm remembering I didn't put the lid on last time till after the one side was cooked. I think that's a better option. Yep, and now it fits. That was the issue all along. So these are ready. We need to wait for this to get done. I need to figure out if we're doing pizza next or if we're going to do some type of hamburger next. Okay, let's temp these. And I've been playing around a little bit with this thermometer since it's been taking a while for this to heat everything up, and I realized, well, I didn't realize, my husband helped me realize that this type of a pan, it does like bursts of heat and then not bursts of heat, so it changes temperature, which explains why I was getting a little bit of wild readings, but it's consistent everywhere else. So I did already temp one of these. It temps so much quicker than the other one that I have. We're only at about 150. We're gonna continue to cook these. I'm gonna make the pizza ones next. The next batch is all ready to go. Actually, can I fit some of these on here? I might as well get some started, right? You know, let's do this. Let's do this side, so theoretically it won't be as... Okay. Okay, got out some olives. I got out some tomato sauce. I also got out the last of the big pepperonis and some of that cheese that I had saved in like squares. So I need to make the sauce because I can my sauce without any extra flavors. Okay, and to this, we're going to, of course, just add some salt, some pepper, Italian seasonings, oregano, garlic powder. Oh, that's pepper. That might be a little more pepper than I like. Onion powder and garlic powder. And then we'll mix it, give it a taste. And then we need to make up some more dough. I also have extra little pepperonis if we need more pepperoni. Should have used a bigger spoon, because then I can get it in there. I might change my mind about doing like a hamburger one. I might do more pizza ones. I think it depends on how much cheese I have out, because the other cheese is all frozen. I have little pepperonis that I could use. And I think we like pizza better than the hamburger option. I think that was the last of that onion powder. We gotta open up a whole new one. I feel like these are taking so much longer to cook today. Maybe it's just because I have the heat lower, which I did on purpose. Okay, I'm going to make up another batch and then we will get these ones started. Okay, the dough is going behind me for the next batch, and these, I'm thinking, let's see, they're currently at about 180. And just to double check, I'm pretty sure these will say the same thing, but this one will take significantly longer. So tell me. Okay, I just put both of these in the exact same spot, like in the same hole that it created, and they both said the exact same thing, so I think we're good. Although if they were different, I wouldn't know which one was different. I think those are done. They're not 200 degrees, but I want to say I think that they're done. They've been on here forever. I feel like it's been like an hour. It's been so long. Okay, the dough is ready though. Let's get these off, get the rest of these on, and let's make the pizza ones. Just knocked it out of the wall. I don't know what happened. It says H, which I'm assuming means hot. I've never had this happen before. I've never knocked it out of the wall before. I can't seem to get the power button to turn on. There it is. I just didn't push it right. Okay, we're back in business. Man, I feel like we just had a little struggle bus there for a while. Okay, thermometer, match both of them, so that's good. That means both of them are accurate. Let's get this, and our dough. Okay, I do have that on power level 2. Earlier it was on 1, so theoretically it should be a little faster. I'm gonna start with just 8 of these, and we'll see. We may or may not do ones that are hamburger. This has been taking a little longer than I planned for it to, so I feel like the first batch just took forever to cook. All right, some of this needs to go there. This dough is really nice though. It's not sticking to the counter at all, which is fantastic. It has protein in it, which is fantastic. And it's really quick to whip it together. You don't have to wait for any yeast. You don't have to wait for any sourdough. Granted, I do love the sourdough taste, although this does kind of have a sour taste. Just saying. I haven't used my sourdough in so long, which means I need to. So that'll be coming up because I need to make sure that I don't kill it. Get those out. Ooh, there's a lot of these. Oh, I might be doing double pizzas. Yeah, I feel like that sounds good. Okay, so here's what we did last time. We did a little bit of cheese, followed by a little bit of sauce, followed by a little bit of olives, and then I think I did 3 pepperonis. And then we did this. A lot of work. Whoa. So how am I gonna know the difference between these ones and those ones? Or should I just wait to cook these till those are all done? You tell me, what would you do? Would you wait to cook them till those are all done? Because I can still fit some on here. Oh man, oh man. Catch it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just go pizza. 1 scoop of sauce I think will be plenty. I think last time I did a ton of sauce. 3. Okay, that was better. Man, what am I gonna do about that? I feel like it just keeps getting worse. Oh man. I don't remember having so many explosions last time. Oh man. Let's check this. We flip these ones. I think I'm going to put some of these pizza ones on that are going to be like obviously pizza because they're exploding. And then I only have, let's see, enough of these to do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2 to do the rest of these. So then I'm just going to switch to these. I'm going to keep doing this and then I will show you what it's looking like a little later. Okay, I just started using this package. We are almost done making them all. I just took off these 4. So I have 4 left. They're the 4 that are most cooked, and then I have 6 on that are pizza. So I did end up putting them both on at once, and I can tell the ones are almost done. Those are the breakfast, the rest are pizza. Okay, this last batch that I just did, I just don't think I could get it hot enough with the time that it was in. So I gotta look back to my last video and see what did I do differently, because I was able to get them fully cooked pretty quickly in there. Maybe it was just because it was a higher temperature, but the standard way to make an English muffin is to get the sides done and then stick it in the oven. So that's what I'm gonna do, and that'll work out just fine. I think these first ones were fine, but to be on the safe side, I'm just gonna put all of them in. Then since I've decided to do this, realistically all I need to do is get the sides of these done, and then I can stick it in the oven. So I'm gonna just take all these and just brown the sides. Yeah, because those are getting really brown because of all the bits that have come out. Gosh, I wish I could remember, like, what did I do differently last time to make this work? Because this time, oof, it's not. Like, is there any way I can fit those 2 on? Because at this point, I'm kind of done. You know how, like, when you do something, it doesn't work exactly the way you think and it just seems like it's taken forever? That's today. These will be good. They will fill the freezer. It will be a success. The road getting there is just interesting. Okay, I'm not gonna put the lid on. This will hopefully speed up the process a little bit too, and I can kind of get cleaned up while they're in the oven. We're currently at 190 degrees. So at least we have another option. I'm gonna get all these in the oven, and then we will see them when they're done. Okay, these are now in the oven. That's the one that I started biting off of and then realized it wasn't cooked all the way through, which I didn't temp the second batch. So the first batch on there is probably fine, but I'm gonna put these in for about 20 minutes, and then I might take out kind of the first batch because I know that those were all the way cooked because I temped them. You know, I had that thermometer, I didn't even temp them. So these will go for 20 minutes, maybe a little bit more. You know, I feel like it's one of those days. I just checked to see how we should be baking English muffins, and it said 7 to 10 minutes at 475. So my 350 for 20 minutes was not right. So I just changed that. I think it's increasing, or maybe I didn't hit the play button. Did I? Oh no, it is. Okay, 475, play. I think it's increasing, yeah. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's one of those days. These are looking good though. We will temp them to see if they're done once they've been in here, probably for 7 minutes. I hear sizzling in here, and it's got a minute left on the timer, so I am going to check these ones. I don't even think they got all the way, oops, I gotta turn it on. I don't even think they got all the way, like, they were cold to start with. Whoops, let's see. So those ones, not even close. Let's see this. The ones that were hot, I think would be hotter. I should pull this out. Okay. Gosh, the pizza ones might get done first because they were hot to begin with. Let's see here. We're looking for somewhere around 200. Okay, I don't think we're there yet. Nope. We'll see, and those were cold to begin with. Okay, well, more time they need. You ever just have one of those days? It is now past 11:30. We started at 8:30, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's been 3 hours and none of them are cooked yet, except for the first ones probably are cooked all the way through, but I'm reheating them just in case. I can't even believe that. These usually don't take that long. This is not my first time making them. So that's just super weird to me. You win some, you lose some. I did actually end up liking this thermometer though. A little confused by it at first as to why it was reading so differently, but it's because I was using it on the griddle, and the griddle pan heats up and then stops and heats up and stops. So we figured that out. It matches my other one. So I want to thank Eric Hill for sending me the Rock Pro infrared thermometer that does both. I do really love it. I'm going to continue to use it over the next few weeks just to make sure I absolutely do love it, but so far it's worked out well. I did go around and test it quite a bit today after I realized that it was an operator error, not a thermometer error. But you know, today was just an operator error on everything. So what I'm gonna do is, since these were kind of a fail, I will show them to you once they come out of the oven, but I'm kind of over waiting for them. So I am going to link 2 videos for you. I'm gonna link one of the freezer meal videos where I used this specific recipe to make pizzas and it worked out well. I didn't see what temperature I had the griddle at, but I did see that I used tomato paste instead of tomato sauce. So that was a difference. It turned out well, so I'll link that here. And I'll also link when I did stuffed English muffin breakfast bakes. Those turned out great. I haven't done it with this recipe of dough before, but that shouldn't make a difference. I'll link the video of doing those here. Those are great videos if you want to go watch them actually be successful and not me just play around in my kitchen and have issues. But thanks so much for being with me even through the challenging times in the kitchen. I appreciate you so much. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and check out the link below for the thermometer and using my discount code CARRY29, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.